Hi, welcome to Tuesday Tapping. Today we're going to talk about why tapping may not be working for you. And usually it's because you're not tapping on the real issue, the issue that's actually disturbing your peace. So I want to just go over a few steps with you to help deepen your practice so that this can be a more effective tool for you. So basically, you want to start with an issue that you have identified as something that is disturbing your peace. And it can be physical or emotional, but let's say today you woke up with a stiff neck. That's your issue. Or the kids are screaming while you're trying to meditate, so you're feeling very frustrated. Or you got into an argument with your significant other. Whatever it is, you want to hone in on focusing on that issue. Then you do your setup phrase, which is your karate chop, and you say, even though, and then you describe what it is. Even though I had a fight with my significant other, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And you repeat that phrase 3 times. Now, if you can't say, I love and accept myself, that's okay. Write that down in your journal because that's something that you can tap on. Even though I can't say, I love and accept myself, I'm okay right now. Something like that. But you want to tap on that to find out why you can't say, I love and accept myself. But for today's purposes, let's say you had an argument with your significant other. So you write down your suds level. You're at a 10. You're furious. And you start tapping. He makes me so mad. She's so inconsiderate. Anything you need to say, anything on your mind. Get all those negative feelings out. So you go around several times and then check in again on your suds level. Well, when you check in, if you're still at a 10, that's not your real issue. There's something else going on that's really causing your upset. If it was the real issue, it would have at least come down a little bit in most cases. So say if it was at a 10, you might be at a 9 or 9.5. I mean, maybe not a lot, but it should move. So if it doesn't move, then there's something else going on. So the easiest way to identify if you're tapping on the right issue is you tap, you don't get any change in your suds level. So then the next step would be check in and think about that issue. So in this case, I'm so upset with my significant other, and find where you're holding it in your body. You're contracted somewhere. So let's say when you think about it, when you think about the argument you had, your stomach clenches. So now instead of tapping on the argument itself or your significant other, tap on the clenched belly. Okay. So you'd start over at with the setup phrase, even though I have this tightness in my stomach, or even though I have this clenched gut, whatever words work for you. You repeat it 3 times. Now you're going to tap on that physical manifestation of the stress, right? So you're going to say, this tight belly, this clenched belly, this nauseous stomach, whatever it is in your belly. Now, at the beginning, of course, do your suds level on the belly. How tight is it, or how upset is your stomach? And then you're going to tap and then see if your suds level comes down. So make sure that you tap several times around the sequence because you want to do enough work that you're giving your system time to respond. Then, if your suds level comes down a little bit, you know that you've identified the right area of your body, but you may not yet know what the real issue is. So keep tapping. It will pop into your head. You'll suddenly have a memory, for example, that as you're tapping and you're saying, my clenched stomach, my clenched belly, all of a sudden what will pop into your head is something like an incident that happened at work the day before. That's your big clue, because that's what we do. We tamp down our feelings, we try to stuff them down, we try to ignore them, and they pop out in some other way, such as your significant other says something to you that reminds you of the feeling from the day before, and you direct all of your attention at the significant other, when in fact the real issue is something that happened yesterday at work. So now you can go back, start all over again. Even though that whatever happened yesterday at work happened, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. And then you tap on that incident. Okay, and again, write down your suds level first. So as you're tapping, then check in after several rounds around the points and see if the suds level is coming down. So basically we're like an onion, and there are layers and layers and layers. So sometimes we misidentify that outer layer as to what's really upsetting us. And if we just Keep investigating through tapping and paying attention to what's popping up into our mind. Part of mindfulness, remember, is being aware of what our thoughts are. So pay attention, you'll get a clue, and then you know what to tap on next. And then that is the one that the suds level should start coming down on. I hope that's helpful. Until next time, have a great day.